Good day. This is the third of three videos surrounding our Google Apps suite, and this video is focusing on calendar. As you can see, I have every calendar imaginable in the district up here, but we're going to talk through that so that you have a sense of how to best use your calendar so that your calendar does not have to look like mine. First of all, you will see that you have, we'll just start on the left here, this button here to create. This allows you to quickly add something to the calendar. And if you want to add dinner with Mike, and it already says that, doesn't it? Dinner with Mike at 8 p.m. You can hit the add button here. And what it's going to do is that's going to add, if you come down here, right there, dinner with Mike. And that's going to be associated with your main calendar. And that's kind of your calendar that exists within Gmail. Some things you might want to know about events. If you click on this little double line here, equal sign, you can grab a hold and make that event longer. Or you can click on the event and move it to whatever space on the calendar you would like. So that's kind of a nice function. And if you double click on it, it brings up this screen. And this screen is an important screen in a number of ways. It allows you to put where that's going to be, a little description. Sometimes I use that for conference calls or things where you need to put some additional details. Then you can add people, and this adds people to those events. And so let me see, I'll add my wife to this event. And right here, you can do things like email. So you can, all the people that you want to come to the meeting, you can then email those folks and they'll know what time the meeting is and it'll automatically put it on their calendar. Another feature you can do here is you can change which calendar you want that to appear. So if you put something on the wrong calendar, double click on it and then come to calendar. And you can put that on whatever calendar you would like here. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on mine. Then this button here allows you to copy or duplicate the event. And so if you want to put it on more than one calendar, say you're in charge of the Gotch internal calendar and the Gotch external calendar, you only have to do that once, double click on it, and then come to copy and put it on the other calendar, which makes that much easier for folks. Go ahead and delete that. So that's under create, and then also under if you double click on an event. So as we go kind of in this section here under my calendars, you can see that all the calendars that are lit up with color are appearing over in this space here. But if I'd like to turn off things, you can click on the color, and as you can see, it goes away. So there are some calendars here that I may not be interested in knowing anything about. You can take those out, and you can quickly see when they're removed. So that helps to manage calendars. You may want to have all these calendars available to you, but you may not want to all have them kind of glopping up all of your calendars. So that's a nice way to do that. There's also some features under these little buttons here. You can create a new calendar, and you can also go into your calendar settings that way. If you come down here to other calendars, there are some nice things that exist there. Let me, you can make this small by turning that. So you can add co-workers calendars. So if you want to share calendars across teams or across grade levels, you can add another person's calendar here. To do that, it's going to ask you for their email address, and their calendar has to be shared with you ahead of time, but you can add that and take care of that. Or you can browse interesting calendars. If you want to put in Cambodian holidays, you can do that. I happen to put the Cardinal baseball schedule in, so you can go here and drop in the Cardinal baseball schedule if you want to do that. You can come over here and put sunrise and sunset in. You can put stars or days of the year, whatever you like to put into your calendar. So those are all opportunities to put different things into that more or other calendar section. Also, you received an email from me a while back about adding calendars via URL, which you can do that also. or you can import someone else's calendar. So all of these are available under the other calendars. And that too can be turned off. And so can this one if you like to turn the mini calendar off. So those can all be collapsed. Going across the top, you'll see that this takes you to the next period, which means if you have it set by week, it's going to take you a week in advance. If you have it set by day, it's going to take you a day in advance. Same thing with month. And so these are all different ways you can view your calendar. Day, week, month, 4 days. Or you can look at it as an agenda view. So all of those are available to you. And then also you can print your calendars in any one of those. So if you want a monthly calendar, you can print that. Weekly, daily, you get the point. In this section, you can see that there are some settings under calendar that are worth looking at. Things like the default meeting time. So if you want meetings to be 30 minutes, that means the first event that you put on, it's only going to be that long. You can change the time format, military time, regular time, date format. And then you can take the weekends off if that's something you'd like to do, off your calendar, not take weekends off. And then you can change your default view, and you can make your custom view whatever you like. So there is that extra option where you want to show 2 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, exactly. You can show the weather. You can show some other things down here. So a lot of settings down here that are probably worth taking a look at. In calendar, there are also some labs. So you can hide the morning and night, which is nice that you don't have to, you can hide from 3 a.m. to 11 p.m. or you can turn those off. You can set some reminders. You can keep on coming down. You can see there are definitely some things that you could put on here. When your next meeting is, and there's a number of other labs under calendars that you could add to what you have. Finally, this allows you another way to modify and shape your calendars. You can see what your sharing rights are. You can just look at it or you can edit it. You can click here under reminders and notifications. Actually, that's an important section, so let's take a look at reminders and notifications. Under that section, I have an automatic pop-up that 10 minutes before every event, or you can do whatever. You can do a day in advance. You can do hours. But I'll tell you that this event reminder in my calendar has saved me more than once on meetings that I almost forgot. But then you can also choose how to be notified. New events, changed events, canceled events, responses, daily agenda. So you can get those via email, all of those opportunities, or you can get them via text. So all those things are available for your calendar. Ultimately, though, I think that the idea of everyone having a shared calendar and being able to see the types of things going on in classrooms to make sure that things aren't overlapping really is a great opportunity to have a little bit smoother workflow throughout the district. And so those are all of the kind of initial things that you can do with Google Calendar. And if there's other questions about Google Calendar, please let me know.